to say is that first round was phenomenal. I don't know what we're gonna see if that was our first round.
I love the
We
matching.
have the Candy Min Min Ditto,
Yes, I
which is
love the
incredible.
colors. Yes,
I gotta say these are two completely different sets we're looking at.
very completely
Um,
different.
we have Roaster and Boomerang, and we have Chilla and Megawatt. Both of these are really interesting strategies. The Roaster and Boomerang reminds me of like very classic kind of Springman type setup where you have like one straight arm and one curved arm. But then Chill and Megawatt reminds me a bit more of like Min Min's traditional style where Megawatt's one of her default arms, and really like Min Min is kind of like a setup artist with like Dragon and I believe it's Ram Ram normally. So we are seeing kind of the Roaster and Boomerang be a lot more effective though. I think the Boomerang is really helping get around Megawatt a lot because it's how much faster it is.
It's
You
just
see the
very
arm go
speedy.
down there. I feel like that's very telling of just how fast Natrium is with these punches here. Next,
do have, like,
finally gonna get an ice off,
Ooh,
but
perfect
not gonna act in
combine.
time. Gonna get grabbed, and that's gonna be the round. That's a pretty dominating round by Natrium. I really want to see if Max could come back a little bit. Oh, they're going the double track grab here. Track grab is really like one of the most
Very
fearsome ones in the
strong.
game. If
Very,
you
very
play.
strong.
I feel like the double one is especially powerful because of that rush. Nature's gonna get around it though and get the counter there. That's gonna be really crazy there. I don't know. Things are looking dire for Max here. Nature's really pulling away with this, especially with the Dragon Arm Roaster up now. Got the fast Boomerang and the fast Roaster. It's gonna be
The
really hard to get
speed
around
of
that
the
even with the
Roaster.
track grabs. Nature's got the rush. It's looking like this round's over. Yeah, there we go. That's game one to Nature.
It's also very hard to like get away with the trampoline open.
Yeah, it is kind of difficult to really work around that, especially once the area is open and you keep getting knocked down in that area over and over and over again. I do kind of wonder. I'm going to assume Max is going to ban Mausoleum going into this next round. I'd be very surprised if they didn't.
Fun fact, I banned Mausoleum.
Real. I don't remember if I typically ban Mausoleum. I don't know. I feel like Mausoleum kind of works a little bit better for me. I dislike maps with corners, typically, because I get stuck in them a lot as Ribbon Girl.
Yeah, that's valid.
Seems like Max is raring to go. It was a fast ready. I'm almost kind of curious. I was about to say, I was wondering if they were going to change their setup for this next round. But them readying up that fast kind of indicates to me maybe they didn't. And I'm really interested to see what their strategy is going to be here. I think the key is to find some way to get around just how fast Natrium's going to be with the pressure from Roaster and Boomerang. Because I just feel like a giant hitbox, it's fast enough to really cover the whole distance for Max's strategy right now. I'm especially curious to know what map they're going to end up going to. Because I think that most of all is going to be most important heading into this. If Max isn't going to change the strat. What do you think, Rue?
I would have to agree with that as well.
Also, I agree with Shatter on multiple counts. Firstly and foremostly, the best strategies is, above all, not to lose. Because, like, losing is overrated. And also, Viadalis is, spawn of evil. So I'm going to go check Discord to see what we're working on. Alright, it looks like we're going to DNA. DNA Lab is going to be a really interesting choice here. I can kind of see Max's vision here. They didn't really switch up too much. They have Ram Ram now instead of Jack Ram, which is an interesting kind of distinction. It looks like they're picking Ram. I would bet probably for the knockdown, which is a sound strategy.
That is my neck. That was what I was going to say as well, because
I think really it's gonna come down to can they hit those knockdowns, because they do have to be fast enough. And it looks like Ram is really coming in clutch with that, because they are moving faster. That's gonna be a clutch read on that shield. Wow, I'm impressed by that. Max is doing really well with the grabs. I definitely think going Ram is helping with the grabs a lot too, because of just how fast Ram is. Max is able to get those picks with both the grabs and also the knockdowns. They're really pulling ahead. It's going to be first round to them, and they have Rush still. I do feel like DNA helped a little bit with that too, because the barriers make it a lot harder for Natrium to push up with just Roaster. That's a huge first pick, canceling that rush. That's going to give a huge advantage to Natrium here. I feel like this is the thing that Max needs to try to avoid, because once Natrium really gets like some distance and starts among them with the Roaster, it's really piling the damage on, and they're really having a hard time coming back from this. Yeah, it's going to be a quick round to Natrium, 33-second round. I really feel like Max might have to really switch up their strategy, get some more charges, maybe play a little bit closer up. They're thinking of switching arms here. It looks like they're going to go... Seems like double chill for this. I do kind of see the vision. I think they might be planning to play more head-on to block some of the Roaster shots. I like this idea, but it does come down to, beyond that, can they get picks like that to get damage in? Can they make up the rush deficit? That's a good freeze right there. Natrium is going to block the follow-up shot from that.
Very nice grab.
Great grab from Max. Ooh, that was really close for Max, but Natrium is going to hit that. Didn't do full damage. This will do full damage, though. That's going to make this a very close game. Can Max stay in this series? What a grab! That barely connected. Oh my god. It's going to give Max a fighting chance here.
Getting kind of scary.
They prevent the knockdown to keep the Dragon Arm. Ooh,
Oh no.
Huge.
Oh no.
They follow up. "20 seconds left. Natrium has rushed. They could win the game with that. That's a huge pick. Will they
Still
follow
very
up with
winnable.
that?
Oh, shield break. Oh,
Got the shield break. It wasn't enough to kill though.
Max
Can
still
Max get in
has
there?
work.
Ooh, that's gonna be the game.
Oh my goodness.
I think that there is another clippable moment.
Very clippable. Very, very clippable.
Get me a clip of that.
Very nice.
What a great comeback from Max there. I really feel like I wasn't expecting the chills to be that much stronger, but I do really feel like playing more head-on like that really helped Max get a little bit closer to Natrium. I did also notice, I'm pretty sure it's Max, but I noticed, I believe Max was playing on motion controls, because I noticed the grabs were wider than most grabs, so I believe they're playing on motion. Shatter's finally #1 in the chat reel. Looks like we're going to Temple Grounds for the finale. We're returning to our fighting grounds from last series. Alright, I'm really interested to see how this pans out. I did just get confirmation, by the way, Max is in fact running motion. Which you can see a lot more clearly there, by the way.
I was going to I was kind of
I gotta
questioning
say.
from the wide grabs, you know?
Yeah, I really feel like it was coming in clutch for them in that last round. I almost want to say that's what got them to win, but I do feel like there's more to it than just that. We see Max here changing up their setup completely from last round. They're going Ram Mech. I know the one time we saw them use Megawatt so far, they didn't really get too far with it, which makes me kind of surprised to see them pull them out in round game 3 here. They do get that grab there and dodge that too. Wow. Oh, that's a huge play. I don't know why that grab didn't go through per se, but that's still huge. 240 damage from that singular pick. Natrium still hitting hard with Roaster though. This is a fast-moving game. Wow, Max is already... Both Max and Natrium are below 50% health now. Looks like Natrium's pulling ahead. I don't think they're going to rush here. They're going to get the round win here. I feel like... I saw a lot of good plays from Max in that last round, but I'm not sure if Megawatt is the way. I'm interested to see what they're going to do here. Seems like they're going back to double Ram. I do feel like that's a smart call, starting the round with a rush. Ram Rush is just as powerful as Track Ram Rush, which I was talking about earlier. Natrium is going to walk away from that, though, which is going to be a huge hit to Max here. I do feel like a lot of this round rides on whether or not Natrium can connect this rush, which they do. That's going to give Natrium a huge advantage here. They're up 750 health now. It's looking pretty dire for Max. We've seen Max pull incredible comebacks in that last game, though, so we'll see. They're going to prevent the perfect here by getting that grab. It's not going to last much longer than that, though. That was a great series, though. Great showing from both Natrium and Max, but Natrium is going to come out of this with, I feel like, a pretty commanding win. Really strong game